Well, hello. Welcome to another edition of The Movie Man. This, of course, is our Halloween show. And, of course, I have with me my two honored guests, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and, of course, the classic Frankenstein hiding behind the Movie Man logo. And I'd also like to give a shout out to two young moviegoers, Sarah and Anthony. We talked about movies in the theater lobby, and I hope they enjoyed the film they were going to see. And you know, the Gothic films, horror films, terror films, all of that can be divided into two categories. You have what we call the ogre, O-R-G-R-E. The ogre films refer to movies where the villain or the character is physically obvious. Okay, for example, our friend Frankenstein, who's 8 feet tall and has the square head, is very hard to camouflage. So he would represent one of the ogre films where the villainy or the misunderstandings occur because of the physical appearance of the Gothic character. Then, around 1960, when Alfred Hitchcock made the movie Psycho, and you had a very mild-mannered and blandly facial-featured Anthony Perkins portraying the psychopath who, it is revealed at the end of the movie, dresses in his mother's clothes and wig and kills people. You were surprised because he appeared to be so benign. So that set a pace so that thereafter we had what we called slasher films where the villain looks normal physically but does monstrous deeds, okay, commits monstrous actions. So keep that in mind if you are aficionado of the Gothic film genre, that the so-called monster movie is literally the ogre, where you see just by looking who the monster is. The occupier films, okay, you have the ogre and the occupier, are villains who look like anyone, and therefore they can occupy a lot of conventional social space without drawing attention to themselves until the climactic moment where their villainy through actions is revealed, even though they remain physically normal. Okay? So the ogre and the occupier are the two categories for the Gothic films. Now, some of the movies I've seen, Rob Zombie did a remake of the original Halloween film 2 years ago, and he said he would not do a sequel. That original remake actually had more story substance to it than the original 1978 Halloween film. And so you got a lot of the backstory as to why Michael Myers behaved the way he did. But then, because perhaps of the industry, Rob Zombie decided to do a follow-up film to his original remake, Halloween 2. And unfortunately, it was really a failure. There was hardly any story to it at all. It was all visual stylistics with very little substance. And so this film, this follow-up film, needed more substance so that you could see where else the story could go. All right, instead it just became visually repetitive. and it was very disappointing. So Halloween 2, I would only give 1.5 Paglia paw prints to. That's Halloween 2. Also, the Final Destination series, the most current installment, is extremely repetitive. Now, of course, new generations of viewers who might have been too young to see some of the original, earlier Final Destination films might have enjoyed this if they hadn't seen the others. But for anyone who has been an aficionado of the Final Destination